Mark, on top of it, has added his own flair. I mean, his confidence is hardly in dispute, and there's as much force in him as every other guys in the lineup. And he has spent a good amount of time. And I kept looking at those vlogs which he released time and time again, inside the studio, and the update he gave to the fans. So there's much more effort being put by Mark on this album, and his vocals are outstanding on this.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, the guy is on fire.
Definitely, no doubt.
At all times, and definitely knows how to express it. Again, onto the recordings or off from a stage or in any circumstance, and that's just a natural. That's just a natural way that he is.
Absolutely.
So that we're just we're a team in the way that we do things, and it's just a wonderful way to go about it. It's great. We're in here right now together in these offices early in the morning. He's doing interviews, and this guy's on fire as though we just played a show and we're at in the nighttime getting ready to party, but it's only 10 in the morning.
Right.
This is coming from a night of drinking on top of that. So you don't have to. It's just happening naturally, and I think that's just really the most amazing thing about it.
Absolutely, man. Definitely. You guys have spent, 3 decades together. I mean, with 3 consecutive albums with Jason as well, it's been, highly productive. You guys are growing, stronger and stronger with every release. And also with Jason taking the production again, it's got that organic, raw feeling, which is meant to be thrashed live.
Yes, absolutely. I feel that this album, out of the 3 that we did with Jason, this is the most organic and raw sounding one, if anything. So, and definitely the way that we tracked the instruments, the way we recorded was more organic and raw this time. We did that on purpose because we wanted it to sound more so that way. So it came out that way, and we're very, very proud of it. Very excited to bring it to the people.
Definitely, man. And for you personally, where do you see this album being placed as compared to the last 2 albums? I mean, if you had to visualize where would this album fit when we talk about the last 2 Death Angel albums?
So I see it, if anything, I see it as a little bit of a departure from the last 2, a progression forward. If anything, we just took a leap into a slightly different direction, but forward. So the last 2 albums to me are more like connected together. We view those as like these 2, evil stepsisters or something. A sequel, right. Yes. A Dream Calls for Blood was a sequel to Relentless Retribution. And originally this album was going to be like a trilogy of that. Mm-hmm. So we started off with that idea, but then as we were writing the music and as the songs just were taking place, I just felt that it wasn't really like that story was kind of done with the other 2, and now we didn't need to keep making that similar kind of statement. Mm-hmm. And so and we just also felt, because I mean, literally whatever we're doing in our albums, are the concept, the title, the lyrics, it's all somewhat influenced by our own journey. So we're kind of like whatever we're experiencing in life, in the band and outside of the band, it's all wrapped together, because our entire life is basically going around our music. Absolutely. So even when you're not on tour or anything, whatever you're doing at home, everything is just like
music
revolving around what the next thing's going to happen with music. Yeah. So, depending on where you're at in life in that particular moment and how it feels as a band and personally and everything, that's what gets expressed into our music. And I think from the last 2 albums, we sort of just had this little bit of, like, we just had something to prove, like even extra special, because we reunited after all the years, and then we had a lineup change, before right. Relentless Retribution. And so there was like a little bit of, I don't know, we just thought that we just had to make a statement that we were as, as strong as ever, and we were just had that kind of mindset like, going out. And so now after the 2 albums and like all the massive touring we've done, we just feel really comfortable in our skin now with this lineup, and we just feel totally, like we've been this way forever now. And so with that in mind, we just didn't have to force the issue of that we're here and we're strong and like nobody can stop us. Like, we just already felt that. And so now it was like just expressing music and creating, without that kind of thing behind it, just like looking forward what we're going to do into the future and how our sound is now. And so that just, manifested itself into the songs that we wrote. And when it was all said and done, we just felt that it wasn't really connected to the other 2 albums. So that's the reason why, at first we were going to have a third thing with the Wolves and everything. It was kind of in the plan, but it just naturally went the way it went. And we didn't think it was a good idea to force the concept into a connection with the other albums. So now, this is it. This is us now, and this is what it is. And it feels nice because it kind of feels like we went through that whole cycle and chapter of our careers, and now it's like a new book has begun. It feels fresh and exciting for us.
Awesome, man. Wonderful. What are the plans of touring? Is there anything in the works for maybe before the album releases, or somewhere close?
At this point, we're not going to tour before the album releases. Okay. So we already know that's set. We're planning to tour as soon as the album releases. Okay. Probably going to tour in North America at first, but it's still not 100%. Our agents are still looking and booking and looking to see what's going on out there and the best options for us. Right. But we do have plans to go out around September, I think, too, but that is also not absolutely confirmed, so I can't, unfortunately, more details will come out any soon. Of that information. But that tour, the tour that we're looking at in the fall is looking to be amazing, so we're really excited about that one. And when you hear about it, you'll see what I was talking about.
There you go, man.
And know why I was so excited, but I'm not at the liberty to be able to say anything about that.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And then, of course, everywhere beyond that. I mean, we're a touring machine, so we could expect to be touring for this album all through 2017. Again, it's just that we don't have anything I can announce as of now, but you can bet your ass that we'll be out there.
Awesome, man. That's wonderful to hear. So before we conclude, how about Rob Cavestany defines the sound of the Evil Divide in just one sentence?
Oh my God, in one sentence. All right. Okay, the Evil Divide sounds like Death Angel in 2016, still hungry, still fighting, feeling fresh and excited.
Bingo,
and coming
man.
Your way.
Absolutely, dude. Man, thanks a lot for sparing some time. Always, a great feeling and honor having a chat with you. I wish you good luck for the album release, and I look forward to see you guys live.
It's my pleasure, Vitek, and as usual, great interview. I love speaking with you. I love your enthusiasm, and you really make a guy feel good early in the morning. I'm pumped. I'm pumped up now. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to seeing you someday and coming out and playing live in India someday. We really hope.
Dude. Absolutely.
We will. We'll make it happen. Not the easiest thing, but we will.
Definitely, dude. Thanks a lot, man.